Hi there, I'm Carehart, and what I did is I bought this fabulous vintage scrapbook from someone who um, stored all of their cards inside of this. And it's not a normal scrapbook. I already completely took it apart, by the way. It has some newspaper images, but it was originally fabric samples for women's apparel. So, what they had stored inside of this scrapbook, which I do plan to sell these pages in a future auction. Um, and I apologize that it's going to keep going in and out of focus as I do this, simply because Logitech Capture doesn't want to download to my computer. It's fine. But this Fashion Fabrics Fashion Fabrics book is giant enough to hold, and I'm going to be using scissors and maybe a couple different kinds of cutters. It's big enough to hold this many cards inside of that scrapbook. Isn't that crazy? I ripped them all out, and what I want to do, and what I'm going to do with all of you, is just harvest them. So I don't know how you guys feel about that. I don't know what you even think about that. But I just figured you guys might want to do it with me. Most of them, oh yeah, I am going to need the big cutter. Most of them, I'm just going to trim them out like this. But let me see something real quick. I do want to cut the backside off of all of them. And if we said all the nice things we'd really like to say, no doubt you'd still be reading this card next Mother's Day. What if I just kept only that piece right there? So we'll just wish you happiness today and all year through, and tell you that we always like to wish nice things for you. So I'll do that one, and I'll do that one. Right? Does that make sense? So now you guys are just going to hang out with me and do the ridiculous, I guess. I have a big trash box to my left for all the trash. And I might use this and this to cut through it, so I don't have to use the scissors as much. I hurt my back, so I'm not able to do anything truly productive today. So this is the most productive of I'm going to get. So I'll just save these. I love making cards. So, oh yeah, once it gets down to this size, I'll use this one. And for those of you who also love making cards, sometimes it's truly fabulous to upcycle someone else's. I might leave that top all nice and blank because I might do something simple up top. It does have a fold in it, and when I go to decorate it, I'll decide then whether or not I want to corner around everything. So just take this piece right here. I'll probably flag that to show you how I'll do things. Uh-oh. Itty bitty tiny scissors. I thought I had them up here. Always, you don't have them when you think you have them. Nope. So I'll just use this one. I'll probably make this a flag like this. So it's all ready to go when I'm ready to be card making. See? This one, I don't know if I'll corner around it or not. And to make my life a little bit easier, I do need something to put this in. my finished pieces. We'll just go in here. This piece right here, our best wishes to you for a happy Mother's Day. I don't really need the card piece. What's on the back side of this? Nothing really. That is glitter right there. It could be a nice back. Let's see. Make the whole thing perfect all the way around. And it could be reused. Because I hurt my back, I'm putting trash left and right. All right, so this right here is clear, but I don't want the words, which means I'm really going to have to cut it straight up to the line of where it's at. And I'm going to move you guys in closer. You can see where I'm doing most of my stuff. Okay, and make sure you're straight. All right, this is a postcard. Oh my gosh, that's just adorable. It's 5 cents postage. I don't really care for the postcard because it's so damaged. So I think I'm just going to keep that right there. Maybe even that it's from Maryland. Oh, I even like that it says postcard right there. That's cute. See? Crappy on the back side, but looks good on that side. All right, I don't really know how I feel about the get well soon. Just a little note to say, sure, hope you're feeling fine today and that it won't be very long before you're feeling well and strong. That's actually a really good quote. We'll save it. You guys can do all your measuring. I don't really do a lot of measuring. And again, inking and corner rounding later. So this one, I'm going to take the top off. So it's 2 pieces. And I can't cut a perfect circle. So one of the things that I do regularly when I'm trying to cut a perfect circle is I'll just wobble it as I'm cutting. And I like it that way. Moving the paper, not my scissors. Cuter that way anyway. All right, and then this guy right here. I don't know really how I feel about the get well soon. I think I'm just going to cut the image out sans the get well soon part. because then it can be more universal. I do like to try to make things a little bit more universal. Sometimes you have no choice. This one actually has some sort of embossing that you guys can't see. Or maybe you can, but I don't think so. Yeah, it's really cute. And even if you're a junk journaler, vintage card things often, oh my gosh, I love when they're aged like this too. Vintage card things are often really, really cheap. Just cutting the top and sides, so I end up having my 4 pieces. All right, this piece right here, oh my gosh, isn't that great? How about it's just, I cut off the wiggle, and then I cut off the wiggle at about the same height. That's cute. And then I can do a decorative edge on this side. Make sure it's nice and square though. Yeah, that's really cute. This one, I'll have to cut the decorative edge off the bottom since I can't do that same shape. And then I'll fussy it around the rest. See how I like it. I may end up fussying that off. I'm cutting around this blue tone it has. They have these giant glitter pieces on this one. And like I said, most of these cards are from the 50s and 60s, so even the feel of the paper is fun. I don't know how I feel about that. I might just keep going around. Yeah, I'll get rid of the pretty edge. Cut a little tighter there because of that. Yeah, that looks better. Hey there, Teresa. I'm just harvesting vintage cards. I really love that funky discoloration of yellow on the edge, unless it's intentional. You may have guessed the message. This is coming to convey that someone hopes recovery is headed straight your way. Oh, that alone is good. It's a good size too, because I like to leave myself room to write messages on them. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, these look like they're from when you get flowers or something. So let me see if I can even make it harvestable. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think so. Let me try this one. With where the Roy is, there's no room, but it's from 1964. How cool is that? Let me see something. Is that cute? I don't know. It could be a little tuck, maybe. I'll probably never use that piece. I can feel myself saying that. Oh, isn't that beautiful? I don't want the Sunny Get Well Wish with it. Definitely want to take off the top and side. We'll fussy cut that one. This is almost perfect just the way it is. I might just leave this one like that. That would be a good back layer. Just a friendly hello on a gay little card and a wish that is wished every day, night, mighty hard. Please get well soon. Oh my gosh, I just want that phrase. It's funny. I could even have this one too. Please get well soon is its own thing. Try to get a nice edge all the way around to it, about the same spot. That's cute. It looks taller on the top because that J goes up mighty high. All right, let's go fussy here. These scissors are not very good for fussy cutting. I'll probably switch to the other ones later. Okay, got to cut it tight so you can't see that. There we go. Oh, I could leave it like this because one day it might even be a corner tuck. You know, just hitting a piece of paper like that and you just tuck it in on the side. I'm going to be here a while. This is another one that looks like it's from an old bouquet of flowers. It's kind of fun to harvest cards from someone else's family because I don't have to personalize who it was or feel guilty about cutting the things apart. Oh, that's going to be cute on a card. To Grammy. Oh my gosh, they said Grammy back in the day. I didn't know that. Thought it was a rather new thing. Now we know. Oh, waiting to hear you've stopped feeling poorly. That's cute. And getting your strength back swiftly and surely. Look how close they wrote their name to the whale face. Now let me see what I can do. Now the inside's separate. It's really close to the butt too. So if I actually carve it here, I mean, the beauty of a disproportionate whale is I don't have to be perfect on my cut. Once I get to the whale tail, once I get to the crease, maybe I cut it up with the crease. Let me see what that looks like. I don't like the and your there either, so we're just going to have to go all the way up. I think if I just follow this white line with the rope, I might like it this way later. I could kind of see myself turning this into a three-dimensional one somehow. So definitely don't want this edge. That's just cute. Waiting to hear you stop feeling poorly could be used all by itself. I could cut it apart later, maybe. Welcome home from the hospital. Yeah, I wouldn't want any of this, but I do like that. Just a little note to tell you welcome home. Yeah. Maybe. It's not a card I ever send just to say welcome home from the hospital. I never send it. These flowers are great, but losing that one just loses too much. Let me see something. Yeah, I think it just loses too much. What do you think? Is a pocket? I don't know. It's a poor cut on the bottom side, so I've got to fix that. Maybe it's just that the two sides are awkward for me, but if it was like this, it'd be okay. Then it looks shrunk and more proportional. Might do that. All right, and another fussy. I don't know about you guys, but I actually hurt my back doing something that shouldn't have hurt my back. And I think it's because I was overcompensating to try not to hurt my shoulder. I don't even fully know what's wrong. And yes, I could go get it checked out. But for those of you who know me, you know, do as I say, not as I do kind of thing. Yeah, no, I'd never say that. So take this off. Just a note to tell you. Let me see if I can get that. Ooh, that's really tight. Just a little note to tell you. Yeah. Let's take this one. We want it to be as tight on the top as the bottom. So I'm going to go a perfect little inch. That's a little better. This part right here needs to come off. Okay, so I'm gonna line it up where it's 3/4 of an inch from the edge on both sides. Yeah, and that'll flag nicely on both sides. I like this little fiddle guy. Even the music notes. Makes me want to draw him too. Somebody like you who is sharp as a tack, cool as a cucumber, smart as a whip, and nice as a pie should soon be. Man, that whole thing is cute. Yeah. So let's take the top off by a smidgen. This is destroyed on the inside. So This is from back in the day when a card cost 15 cents. It's just cute. Cut this off so it's easier for me to fussy. I'm going to go with this because it's more comfy than those other scissors. I don't know if it's boring for you guys to sit and hang with me while I do this. I just thought that some people who don't know how to harvest may just come and watch this if they want to. Now, what I might do is leave this little flap here because it might flip nicely with a little note. So let me just take this, give it a nice edge. And then square it off. That's not square, woman. Closer. But yeah, that'll work. That way, I'm more likely to use it this way, and then it flips. That would be really cute. I'm going to do just a few more because then you get a feel for how you could harvest your own, even if you don't necessarily agree with the sentiment. As you recover from your operation is cool, but look at these flowers. They can be used on anything. Oh my gosh, and look at that centerpiece of flowers. Yeah, let's cut the top off so I can get to the centerpiece of flowers. Oh my gosh, I love it. Trying to think of how we're going to do this to keep both. I think I'll just fussy this part on one side only because it'll be too obvious if I do it on the other side. So I'll start here, give me space to glue it. Get my scissors in there right, so I'll go back to the uncomfortable ones. Dagnabbit. You know what? Hold your britches. Let me get a more comfy pair of scissors. I mean, a more useful pair of scissors for this task. Jean bought these for me as a gift. Aren't they cute? All right. Giving myself plenty of space to glue on this side. I'm really kind of thinking I want to cut this on both sides. Because I don't think I'd ever say these words either. I hope this colorful bouquet will provide a little clue of how much someone is hoping that you'll soon feel as good as new. Yeah, I think I just like the bouquet. And that's what I'll do. So even when you're fussy cutting or making decisions about what you're going to keep or let go of when you're doing cards or upcycling cards to make some other cards, then you're still the artist trying to figure out what it is you want from it. You know what I'm saying? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and clip that up. Change my shape a little. Clip down to it. That looks better. Change my shape to match it up top. It's a little fiddly. There we go. That'll be nice to glue down inside of something. Okay, try to match it. And give myself room to glue. Oh yeah, that'll glue down nicely. Look at the good solid back part. Goes in there. This bit right here. Let's cut this off. All right. Now you don't have to be so tight on it if you don't want to. Just be loose as you cut through. Sometimes people get hung up on their fussy cutting trying to make it precise on the edge. If you give yourself that nice big white space on the outside, it's way more forgivable and faster to do your fussy cutting. Yeah, that's nice. It'll come off on an edge really pretty. All right, one or two more. Vintage cards are kind of like, you know, it's a certain person's desire. Some folks think to themselves, well, I don't want to do a vintage card. I want to make it from my own stock. Well, actually, you can add your own stock to this. I'm glad. There's something therapeutic about grabbing some of the beautiful art from some of these, isn't there? Oh, look at this. This is multiple pieces right here. This doesn't want to be one piece. All right. And these are literally destroyed cards. They couldn't be made into booklets or anything like that. If I was, and you know, I bought the giant book myself in Johnny's auction. Let me see something real quick. Take you right here. And find above the birds right here. Nope, I don't like it. We're going to cut these in 2 parts. First part is going to be right here. And I kind of, let me see what I want to do here. Oops, it's hard to curve these ones. See if I even like it first. Get a little green edge right there. Do I like that? I really don't. I think I'm going to make it smaller. So let's make it smaller. Do I like that? I really don't. I think what it is it's this green bit right here. Now, sometimes I'll decide I need it, which is funny, but I need it to be perfectly fussy cut. And again, that's the artist in you who gets to make these decisions, right? So I'm going to go ahead and give myself the nice tight pink bits. And the whole thing doesn't need to have the nice tight pink bits. I just want to get down to the green so I have one solid color in one spot. And then I'm going to watch my fingers, but snip, snip. Trying to get that grassy feel on the edge. Getting rid of that last little bit of pink. See what I mean? A little grassy, oh, you can't even see it. But now there's a little teeny grassy feel on the edge. I'll try to do the same thing over here. And all I do is I cut one direction with what feels like straight lines, watching my fingers, of course. And then I spin it a little, and then I cut the other direction, trying to cut the extra little blue off. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Now you can see the little grassy feel on the right. Okay, now I'll just cut the rest of the pink. For those of you who like to fussy cut, and you're wondering how can you help defy with your time, fussy cuts of all different types are actually loved, whether they're die cuts or you're manually cutting, or maybe you have one of those electronic cutting machines, because not all people can fussy cut. I mean, I feel lucky to be one of the people who can. But not everybody can. Trying to go towards the beak so I don't lose the beak when I go around him. Same thing this way. I'm just going where I don't lose his little beak. Oh my gosh, now I like it. Now I'd use it. I wouldn't have used it before, but now I like it. This little part has to go. Yeah, that's better. Isn't he cute? All right, let's do another one. So now how do we like this one? You know what? I wonder if this would look good as just like this. And then try to grab the other side to be the little trapezoid. Do you know what I'm saying? How does that look? I kind of think that's a very usable piece right there. This would be one of, so when you're making your own cards and you're taking someone else's card and you're making it your own, one of the things you can do to really make it your own is, do you see this water? You put this piece down and then you just paint your water on your card and your water just keeps coming down, right? And then for those of you who don't know how to paint water, you can just take, let's say you're doing a card with color, not a white background, but a regular background. You can take your Posca pen that's white and then run your thumb on it. Yeah, you're getting paint on your finger, but you run your thumb down and it magically makes it feel more like a waterfall. Practice that a few times before you do it on your official card. But I think I'm going to even leave this edge in case I want to fold it over, because there's a nice clean spot to fold over without losing my house right there. So yeah, I like that piece. These are great when you come across things like this that have the empty spot. Whatever this photo was, it's gone. See? So somebody's photo they had in there, it's just straight up gone. I wonder what happened to it. You can't even tell what it was. If I take this piece right here like that, now it's back to how it would have originally been. And I want to toss off to you hospital thing. It's a dear sister one. I see something. So if I take this out, yeah, see, I don't need that right there. This can be glued down to something. I want to toss out the hospital part. Still looks good. I like the bottom of it like this too. And then you can put something on the inside here. Definitely cute for a shaker, I think. So I'll take the back part off. Hope that you're feeling much better today, and soon we'll be ending your hospital stay. Just take it easy and get good rest. Before very long you'll be, yeah, I don't think I'd say any of that. This one is precious. I can't save the back part at all, so let's just toss that. Oh, it's so sweet right here, isn't it? Hope you're feeling better. Let me see something. If I take this off, how does that look? Funky because it's on two sides. You gotta have only one side or two sides. I can never have two sides perpendicular. I can only have two sides parallel for some reason, but I think this would be a nice little tuck on a pocket. All right, hope you're feeling the better's gotta go. This could be cut out like that. But before I do that, I think I want to take this edge with me. Nope, I want to take this corner with me right here. Oh, look at that corner. Isn't it gorgeous? Let's do the same thing on the other corner. Make sure I don't have any of the other color with it. Take that right there. Take that, you corner. Oh, gosh, that's cute too. All right. Then I've got a funny little triangle here, but worth keeping because it's really a cute embossing. Try to get it straight without getting the green. There we go. That'll be used for sure. All right, so this edge right here, I do see myself using even with the little angle on it. So I gotta make sure I don't get the green there. Yep, I'd use that. And with that said, now it's time to harvest this little bit. So I'm just gonna cut inside the color. Not even worry that I'm taking off some of it, because my bird goes to the flipping edge. And that's why I made that decision. Okay. Cute and usable. Look at the gorgeous edge on that one. Isn't it beautiful? I think I could just sit. My back is killing me. I can't get any real stuff done today. I think I'm just going to go a little bit longer. Cut this off. Do this one. Everyone will be happier when your illness has passed, so everyone is wishing that you'll recover fast. Yeah, I'd never say that either. All right. Am I the only one who kind of likes it both ways here? It's just on one edge. Let's take this edge off down at the bottom. See what I mean? So it's here. And it's here on the back. This could, oh, but it's only on one edge, huh? Dagnabbit, that's not going to work. But this does. Oh my gosh, I love that right there. I do want to have it be straight. That one's not useful. I do want to have it be straight right here instead of rounded. Trying to cut it. Yeah. It's cute. There's a lot of little itty bitty glitter pieces on this one. I'm not sure if you can see that or not. Can't even pick up the trash on my table. All right. That edge. Yeah, let's take it off. I don't want the get well real soon anymore. So we'll take you off here. So if I'm going to get rid of the get well real soon, I'll end up damaging that, and I don't want to do that. So let's just keep our beautiful decorative edge right there. That's really pretty. All right, and then I'll fussy this guy out. This one is just pretty as it is. It'll end up having a fold and it'll be a tuck or something. This one is definitely going to go on a card one day. So my junk journal supplies and my card making supplies are kind of the same. What I love about using the really old cards that folks have is no one's gotten them recently or unlikely. So then what my family members get, my closest friends want to make a card, which these days is pretty rare. I don't really do a lot of crafting, even though technically this is crafting. But deconstruction has been my go-to these days. when I'm not feeling well. I don't know. There's something to be said for that, whether it's jewelry deconstruction or card deconstruction. That's been my thing. That's kind of funny. All right, there we go. So yeah, that'll be good. If I fold it, the fold will be right here because I don't like that edge. All right. Special thoughts. I'm looking for one that maybe you haven't seen that isn't fussy cutting. That might be something that you're going, oh, I didn't think to try it that way. Let me take this baby off. And there's a lot of thinking of you and hope you feel better ones. But there's just beautiful art on all of these. Another postcard. Before they had zip codes. Oh my gosh, this is fabulous. You know what? I'm going to show you something real quick. This, I'm ripping off the outside of it. I can save his cute little doctor thing. So now when I glue it to something, which that's cute how they did that on the two edges. So now when I glue it to something, it'll just have this booklet. And this part right here needs to come out too. Try to do the tattered top. I think I might have torn it too much. We'll see. A little tear right there. That's okay. Same thing here. This time, I'm going to use the other side in case it's sharper. And just cut it maybe. Oh my gosh, there's a signature on the back page. And I can't really cut that off, can I? Let me see. Ooh, I can. Let me put it here. Get back to my burly cutting thing. And just cut it right there. See what happens. If it cuts off too much, then it'll have to be cut apart, but we can try. Oh, I did. It did. Dagnabbit. Well, mistakes happen. I do like the puppy in the little medical bag, though. Save that one for later. I'll mess with it later. This lady obviously used to shake right here. Oh my gosh, isn't that cute? You see her little body shaking. That is adorable. Keep that together for right now. It's Christmas in Massachusetts. It's Christmas in Athol. Whoa, has somebody's address. Obviously from a long time ago, so I'm sure it's fine. Wonder what this went to. Oh, so you can lean it up and you can spin it. Here's how I feel today. You spin it fair and warmer. Like making whoopee like hell, better, thank you. Like this food is better than nothing. Like getting out of here. Like pinching a nurse, like booze would help. Oh my gosh, those are hysterical. All right. So what I'm going to do on this one, it's a keeper, but it has damage to it. I think this is one of the things where if you had it in your box, it would inspire you to make your own. So I think if I took this out and I was like, okay, I'm going to go make a card, I would just cut this middle piece out and then glue it to the card and then draw my own in my own handwriting onto the card and just let this card inspire me. All right, and I'm going to grab just one more and see what we have. To my wife, I'll always love you. See, now in this one, I would just cut the middle piece out so it's hollow in the background. I even love all the gold around it. But let me see how she's attached. Oh my gosh, look at this back part. Yeah, I think that's all I do. So just show you this real quick. Take this part off. Maybe a little lower. So then it would flip up. One day it'll fold right here. Think of it like a waterfall. Flips up like that. So now I want to take this piece right here, see if I can get it off without damaging it. Okay. And then this is one of the ones where you want to be kind of finicky towards it. So I just make, for those of you new to fussy cutting, I'll just cut an X in there so I can get to all the stuff and so it'll flex out. Okay, once I have a good little X in there, I can get started. Then I'll just start somewhere like her hat. And it doesn't have to be fancy. And this one I'm going to cut nice and tight. And when I go to use her, I'll take whatever my coordinating ink pad is and ink the edges if I see any white. And you'll note that I keep cutting towards the middle to try to get to some space so it's not so clumsy. So just go slow. Patience is required for fussy cutting. For any of you who've never done the middle ones. A little harder, especially with a little back piece right here. Yeah, let's go down on the inside for this leaf. And down from the inside for that leaf. Did I finally get it off all the way? I did. All right, I'll probably glue this one back down because it's too perfect right there. But I'll set them next to each other. And then here, I don't necessarily need all the pieces because whatever it is I want to show in the background, one of the things people limit themselves on is they think they need everything they see when they're fussy cutting. And for me, I just kind of like it simpler on the inside when I have a middle piece. See how I'm cutting all this extra green away? That's okay with me. And now this can be a really cute card for a grandkid. Instead of to my wife, because I'm not married to a woman. It's going. Yep, this has got to be super boring for you guys. So this will be the last card that I do. On screen anyway. I'll finish the rest of the box and have a whole pile of goods. That'll allow me to make just a bundle of cards, just randomly grabbing. The other thing that's really useful when you have stuff like this is making larger clusters. And you never know what you're going to have. You layer a few of the larger clusters together, and then you just staple them. Or glue them, depends on what you prefer to do. Some people like to staple, some people like to glue. Okay, now I'm going to use my little snip, snip, snip thing. Because I like that little tough edge thing that happens. You never knew it would take this long to cut the inside of a dang card, did you? You're wondering why you're still watching. You've got pancake. No, you've got, what are you mixing by hand? You've got bread you're mixing by hand. Or glue on your fingers and you can't change the channel and you're stuck here listening to me whine about fussy cutting. I mean, I guess it's not whining, but you know what I mean. This has a beautiful gold foil to it. That's something that the older cards, I think, did a better job of than the cards of today. The foiling, I think, is prettier back then. And if you ever get something like this and you're like, oh, I don't like what it says right here, just pop something over the top of it and make it pop up. You can't see it. Yeah, I'm on to the lady. This is terrifying. One time I was cutting a magazine image and I had an unexpected hand movement, cut the person's head right off, and everything else was perfectly fussy cut. I don't know why I left the head for last, maybe just like right here. But it was quite funny. Just chopped the head right off. I know it was after Defy was born. So I don't know if it was ever live, but it was pretty funny. Neck's pretty weak right here. I'm holding the neck to make sure it's all nice and safe. There we go. Oh my gosh, isn't she gorgeous? Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? All ready to go. Yeah, I don't want this piece right here. Oh, it's an old Hallmark. Wow. I wonder when that's from. There's no price on it. I wonder when Hallmark started. Okay, this Valentine's for someone who has a place apart, a treasured place, a cherished place deep down within my heart. Someone who brings me happiness each day, the whole year through. I'll always love that someone, for that someone dear as you. Oh, that's so sweet. See, now that's a keeper. I don't really like the top. Snap. Get to the bottom. Snap. This part right here, I think I'm okay with it being funky, but odds knowing myself, I'd probably just fold it. So take off a little corner here and a little corner there. Same here. And same there. And probably just fold it over and let it pop up a little in between two parts of the card. That's cute. That's really cute. Okay, so with that, hopefully you guys are inspired to go and upcycle some of your old cards that you've been storing and you're not using or you're not looking at. And we never know what we're going to do with these things when we save them. Look, now we know it was from 1966. We never know. And it's okay that we don't know. I mean, you don't have to always have an answer for why you save stuff. Sometimes you save it because you want to just look at it and you miss those people. You know, sometimes you have no idea why. Oh, look, it's the homework on the backside. All right. Well, love and hugs, everyone. Thanks for hanging out with me. Take care. Bye-bye.